Hello to all my lively ladies. You're very welcome to today's full body strength workout. You're ready to boost your metabolism with today's strength moves. Right, let's step out to the side and warm up before we begin lifting weights. Nice lateral raise here for both shoulders and increase that heart rate to get blood circulating around to the working muscles. So tap it out. Now we have 12 exercises today, 2 rounds. And our sequence to work with today is 15 seconds to transition and 45 to do the work. Now you might be glad of that 45 seconds with 1 or 2 of the exercises today, particularly the last one. Body weight move, but it'll probably be the one you'll feel really challenged by the most in this workout. Let's count this down. 5 and 4, 3, 2, this is your last one. Okay, tap out the knees, lift and lift. Now there are a couple of floor exercises, but if you don't want to come to the floor, you're not able to, you can just do the same move upright. So we have our chest flies on the floor. You just do an upright chest fly, keeping the feet still because it's strict strength training today. Renegade rows are coming back. I do have a modification for that on the floor. If you can't do it in a push-up position, because that is really hard, you can go down onto your knees. Let's tap out the or push-up ceiling weight here, shoulder press, or you can just do upright back row and keep going there. If you want to rotate your palms today to mix it up for the back, this is your modification. Then press those shoulder blades together behind you to really work those posture muscles. So that's for anyone who does not want to do the rows on the floor. Everything else we're fine. The walkouts, just use your chair. That's the last exercise. That's the one I think you're going to find the most challenging today. What you're going to do is just walk out using the chair, hold it for a few seconds in plank, and walk it back to the starting position. Up and up. Good. Let's do 4 and 3, 2, and last 1. Okay, now we have this exercise coming today, but I'm just going to do a modified version of it in the warm-up. We're going to hold our hands above our head. If you want to do that in the warm-up, you can. As well as that, we're going to hold weights. Of course, you don't have to. This is really a great one to get in for the balance. And it's lovely, a hip strengthener as well. Keeps the hips mobile and strong. And you can go nice and slowly. Draw a full circle there, picture that in your head. Let's do the other side. Now line up the 2 feet, give yourself space. Don't kick anything around you. And put your arms out for balance. That's it, find that fixed point on the wall, stare at it. And circle, and circle. Now it's even really challenging body weight, and with the arms down in front of the body. So it'll be a particularly challenging exercise. Let's do a last one. Good. Okay, shake out the legs. Even the standing leg feels a bit achy after that one. Now we're going to practice our forward lunges. If you can't get into a big deep step, bend of the knee, sorry, just step it out in front like this. You can always use assistance beside you. Oops, like a chair. Let's try that again. If you can get down into a full lunge, that's great. This is a great exercise for warming up the knees. Now, it brings the knees through their full range of movement, and that's what keeps the knee joints, or any joint, healthy, is by bringing it through a full range of movement. Now, I understand if that's a little bit tricky for you, just start off with this and just work your way up and gradually bend your knee a little bit more. Okay? All the way down. That's good. We have a squat and forward lunge today. I'm going to hold out a weight in front, or 2 if you really want to challenge yourself. You can hold a kettlebell. If you have a kettlebell, that's a great one to hold for this exercise, because I just love how the horns of the bell are shaped. It makes it really a nice piece of equipment to use for this one. Let's do 2 more. And no need to tell you, this is a great leg and glute strengthener as well. All right, heart rate's up as well. It's a great warm-up exercise. Okay, let's step and reach. Step and reach. I'm not lying when I say to my heart rate's quite high after those. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift and lift. So we're hitting all those body parts today. We've got some strict work for the biceps and the triceps. Good work. Reach high. Stretch out that trunk. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now I want to get those walkouts into the actual warm-up. If you're doing the floor work with me, you more than likely need a mat. If you're on a carpet, you're okay. If you can't do these walkouts, I want you to use your chair. You can clear your chair if you want. I just leave my weights on it to stop it from moving. Stick your rear out behind you and then go out to the chair, and I want you to hold your plank without dipping your hips or sticking your butt cheeks up in the ceiling. Hold that there. This works on your wrist strength as well, wrist mobility, and then push it out and then give yourself a couple of seconds and go again. Okay, hold it for about 5 seconds. Now today we're going to walk out into plank. We're going to hold it, exercise 12. Hold it for about 2-3 seconds, and we're dropping down onto the elbows. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds, and then push up and hold again, and just keep going with that till your time is up. If you need to drop down and have a rest, you can sit back into child pose. Come in when you're ready, and you don't have to go to your elbows. That's very advanced. You can just stay up on your hands if you want to, and you can even walk yourself back in if you want to and walk out. That's another way to modify. Okay, walk in and out. Now let's open up the hips here and we'll begin. That's it, always trying to progress your strength. If you keep doing the same exercises again and again with the same weight, the same format, your body, it just becomes stagnant for your body and it doesn't change then. You always want to be progressing when you're exercising, and even if it means throwing in one exercise, one out of the whole workout, that's progression. So we need to be doing that. That's it, good. And 3, and 2, and last one. Okay, some calf raises, and let's begin. And we're starting off with a sumo squat. Okay, if you can't squat or you have issues squatting, use your chair. Just sit down on the chair, stand up, and you can add weights if you want to, as long as they're not causing you to tip your chest forward. Okay, if they are, just go body weight. All right, that's your first move, very simple. They're all very basic moves today. And that's the best thing for strength, I think. And like I say, your sequence is 15-45. You might be glad of it with that last exercise. Right, let's get going. Okay, choose your weights that you feel you can cope with now for sumos. Just holding them out in front. Now a sumo is a nice wide squat. I really do like sumos. They're really great for anyone who is learning to squat. So nice wide stance, stand up, squeeze out your glutes, squeeze it out. 1 or 2 weights, or one heavy weight, or even like a heavy kettlebell. Here's another one where holding a kettlebell and goblet out in front works so well. Drop your hips, squeeze it out. Chest is staying high. That's it, look forward, sit down. Oh, feel the work already in those legs. Drop, squeeze, and squeeze. Squeeze it out. Excellent. Now we're into pendulum. 1 or 2 weights again, or one heavy weight. Put them actually up on your shoulders, because we are doing 2 pendulum, strict shoulder press, okay? Right, oh my goodness, the sweat's flowing already, they're slipping. Right, 1, 2, strict shoulder. 1, 2, lift up. Good. Lift, 2, squeeze out those little glute medius, glute minimus muscles there that lie underneath the glute maximus. Glute maximus is what we sit on, and those 2 little muscles are our hip muscles. We really don't have hip muscles. It's an extension of the glutes. Very weak unless you do exercises like pendulums, and it causes like problems when you're walking and that, with your gait. Lift, lift, reach up, Let's get the shoulders. Well done. Now one or two weights here. I'm just going to go my heavier one. So I'm going to step forward, row, step back. And you can make your step forward as big as you like or as small as you like. Row, step back. Row, and push yourself back. That motion of pushing yourself back. Stay on one side. Round two, we'll switch to the other. But that motion of pushing back, it's great work for the muscles in the body. Draw that elbow back, push back. Good. Take your time with the row, finish it out, and then push back. Row, arm down, push back. Don't release tension out of the arm altogether. Just hold a little bit of tension there. That's it. Row, push back. Good. Let's do one more and drive it back. Remember what leg now, you have to switch to the other hand. So for me, it'll be left hand for round two. Okay, continuous donkey kicks. I think I'll double up with this one. We're staying on one leg. I'm starting on the right. Left leg, round two. Staying on one leg. Now this will really challenge your balance, no doubt about it. If you find you're tipping with the weights down, hold on to the wall there. Just a fingertip hold. Don't rely on it completely because we've got to challenge the balance. That's it. You can feel the little bones in the ankle here and the feet quivering away. Kick it out. Ooh, it's such a difference with weights. Come on. You should really feel your glutes, that glute maximus we spoke about earlier, the one we sit on, contracting. Well done, come on. Hope you're keeping it out of your lower back. I'm just tilting forward a little bit here. It does allow for that range of movement. Now we're on to seated back flies. So you don't have to do it seated. Same maneuver, standing up. But just to mix it up a little bit, sit on the edge of the chair. That's it. And drop your chest down towards your legs. And squeeze those shoulder blades together. Squeeze it out. Now if you go too heavy with this one, you might find it overwhelms the shoulders a little bit too much. We're targeting the back of the shoulder here. Squeeze, release. Squeeze and release. Now we have our leg circles next, so if you want to do a body weight, that's fine. I'm going to use my 1 kilogram dumbbells. See how I go with them. And I'm staying on one leg, and round two, I'm switched to the other leg. So I'm going to start on right here with this one. Okay, now let's move everything out of the way. We don't want to be kicking objects. Lift up. And around we go. Okay, so just find that balance. Draw that belly button in towards your spine. Now if this just gets too much for you, because we just did work the back of the shoulders there with our seated fly, bring them down like this. Okay, around and circle. Remember what leg you're working now. I'm just starting on right for these left and rights today, just so I know round two is left. That's the easiest thing to do. Good, come on, you can do it. Try not to let the elbows bend, that's super challenging. We're just there though, you can do this, come on. Renegade rows next. Upright row for anybody who does not want to do a row on the floor. I'm actually going to do this without the mat. I just find the mat bunches up on me. Now, if you want to, you can do this from your knee. That's a modified version on the floor. Kneel on a mat though. And this is a nice full exercise. And this is considered one of the best abdominal exercises. Lock your hips in though. Don't overly rotate. We're heading to chest flies on the floor next. Now if you don't want to come to the floor, just do upright chest flies. That's it, come on, row that elbow up to your rib cage. Lock the hips in now by tensing up your core, tensing up your butt cheeks. Well done. Okay. Now if you're not coming to the floor, chest flies, standing up, and you can stagger your legs. That helps your lower back out a little bit. Okay, let's go. Down we go. Right, I'm going to go up into a bridge. I think why not? You know, I find it really helps my lower back, and it gives me further abdominal work and further glute work. So squeezing out the glute cheeks to hold your bridge. Try not to drop your hips if you're holding your bridge. Focus. That's it, good. Drop the elbows down towards the floor. Squeeze out the chest muscles as the dumbbells come in over your body there. That's it, good. And open and close. Well done. Keep the weights close to your body as you come up off the floor. Now we're going to head into squat and forward lunges. Pick a weight. You can do this with one. So you're into a squat, forward lunge, and we're going to do both legs, alternating those lunges. Sit down or step forward if you don't want to go to a full lunge. Other leg. Oops, get that balance. Sit down. Forward lunge. Again, sit down. You can do a sit to stand on a chair here as well. And then just step forward into a lunge. And lunge. Drop your hips. And again, down. It's very metabolic. You really feel the muscles working hard. And the heart rate coming up. Well done. Okay, bicep curl. So we're up to the shoulders, slow return for a count of 3. Okay, up to the shoulders, slow count down. All right, up for 1, hold, 1, 2, and 3 down. That's it, that's the tempo we're working with here. Keep going, well done. Good work. Up again and stagger the feet if you feel it helps you a little bit more. Up, hold, down, slow. Do you feel the work going on in the biceps as they fight gravity and fight the resistance of the dumbbells? That's it, good. Up, hold. Don't be tempted to speed up the downward phase. And that's where the muscles get most of the work, so we're putting them through their paces there. Rest out the wrists for a few seconds. We're going into a tricep kickback, an exercise you're very familiar with here. Keeping the upper part of the arm still. Stick that rear out, abs engaged. And kick back. Good. Try not to move the upper part of the arm, it's just the forearms that are doing the action here, and allows the tricep to do its job and get nice and strong. Good. Yeah, don't widen your legs too much, you'll be bumping dumbbells off them. Good. And kick back. Now we're heading into that walk out, into our plank push-ups. I don't know, I think this is the first time I've introduced a plank push-up with the strength workouts. Okay, now considering I think we're coming up on 100 strength workouts on the channel, strict strength workouts. So I think it's time we introduce them at this stage. All right, rear out, go to the chair and do your walkouts using the chair as assistance. If you're not coming to the floor, hold it for a few seconds, or just hold it if you want to, or walk back to the starting position. There's plenty of options, and just keep doing that. Down onto the elbows. This will get the heart rate up. You'll feel it. Push back up onto the palms. Hold it. Keep going now, come on, stay strong with me. This is a tough upper body move, tough exercise for the abdominals. Right, push back up. Hold it. Ready to go down on the elbows. Good work. Hold it. About 3 seconds will do it. Up. Well done, down onto your knees and make your way back up. Oh my goodness, the sweat is flowing here. Okay, let's go with a sumo squat again. Round 2. All right, oh sorry, weights out in front. Now wide. Well, you can put them up on your shoulders if you want to. That makes it a little harder. I like this goblet position. Sit the hips down, squeeze out the glutes. And down, squeeze it out. Now if you find that 45 seconds is not enough work time for you today, round 2, increase it up to 50. That means you just take 10 seconds as a transition time or a rest period. Squeeze out. Send those hips back behind you, hinging before you even drop. Hinge, drop. That's it. Well done. Okay, if you need a rest, take it. All right, we're into pendulum. Both legs. Let's get the weights on the shoulders this time. So 1 and 2 into strict shoulder press, okay? 1, 2, strict shoulder press. 1, 2, reach up. Good. So we're not using the legs to help out the shoulders at all here. Shoulders all by themselves. And 2, reach up. And you'll really feel the shoulders now. Round 2 after exercise 12. 1, 2. Now opposite leg. Oh sorry, no, we have, yes, opposite leg for our step forward into row next. Got a few opposites to think of here now, coming up. 1, 2, let's get those shoulders. Okay, might use one of your heavier weights. Now we're stepping forward, other leg. This leg here has to step forward and then we're rowing, okay? All right, let's go with that. So stepping forward, other arm is rowing, push back. So it's the opposite arm is rowing to the opposite leg. Okay, opposites here. That make it a little bit more easy to remember. That's it. Row back. Good work, and step forward. Get that row in all by itself and then push back. Drive it back. Good work. Push back. Step forward. Row and back. Good. Come on. Stay strong with it. Well done. Now we have a continuous donkey kick again. Left leg. All right. I'm doubling up here. I find this really challenging on the balance round 1 with the 2 weights, and they keep slipping out of my hand. I need a pair of gloves with the sweat here. All right. Kick back now. Left leg. Kick it back. Drive that forward and power back. That's it, good. Push back, come on, you can do it. Really feel this contraction in your gluteus maximus. It's very isolated to the glutes. Just lean slightly forward, but hold good posture. Put your foot down now if you have to regain balance. That's okay. Do what you have to do. Come on, we can do it. Seated back flies are coming up next. Well done. Okay, keep your chair clear unless you're going up to unless you're doing them upright, standing upright. You can do that if you want. Just stand up and do the same thing. Okay, lean forward. Squeeze it out. So ideally we need to be able to lift the weights up so they become parallel with the floor here. So if you're struggling and you're only getting to here, your weights are too heavy for this particular exercise, no harm to drop down to get full range of movement. Remember, full range of movement is what keeps our joints healthy and keeps them functioning throughout our whole lives. If you can't get into full range of movement, that's okay. You've just lost it through lack of use. But if you do my videos regularly, we'll get you back there. Come on, squeeze it out. Squeeze it out. Well done. I'm really feeling the back of the shoulders there now. Okay, I'm tempted to stay in the chair, but no. We've got to do our leg circles. Left leg. Let's go for that. All right, lift up. Abs are engaged. You should feel a good amount of tightness there in the center of your body. And you may find one leg is not as good as the other. Don't despair. Just keep pushing through, or find some way that's going to get you through the exercise. That's it, good. And you don't have to be doing big circles. A small circle will do. Long arms to the ceiling. If they're fatiguing, weights down onto the shoulder. That's it, good. And circle. Come on, we're doing great. Keep the body moving. That opposite ankle is really working hard here. Well done. Okay, now we're into renegade rows, or your back row, palms up to the ceiling if you like. Sorry, I'm not going to use a mat for that one. Okay, let's go down. Nice wide stance with the legs. Tighten up the core there, the center of the body. Minimize the hips rotating as much as you can. And lift, and lift, come on. We're doing great. And elbow stays close to the body. Remember, down onto your knees if you just need to modify halfway through even. That's fine. As long as you're moving your body. We're all doing so well here. Okay, and gently come down onto your knee, and then we'll head into our flies, chest flies on the floor here. Okay, let's go. And again, you don't have to come up into a bridge if you don't want to. I just like that. I say you're getting extra work for those glutes, those buns, and I think that's fine. Squeeze it all out. And over the body there. That's it. The good thing about doing flies on the floor will not let you overextend. So if you're up on a bench or an exercise step and you're doing a chest fly, you just have to be so careful you don't drop your elbows down too low, because you could really hurt your shoulders there, the front of your chest, or even the elbow itself. Well done, that's great, that's great. Okay, let's get up and do our squat and forward lunges. So move your mat out of the way because you're going to need space for this one. All right, so double up with your weights if you feeling strong now. Sit down into your squat, forward lunge. Remember, sit to stand in the chair, or a little step forward there is great just to help you to start off with a forward lunge. And just as a matter of interest, when it comes to lunging, the forward lunges are the best ones to start out doing or learning first. Your rear lunge is a little bit more challenging. That's it, good. Sit down, step it forward. Whew. Heart rate's coming up. Combining two big lower body exercises. It's going to shoot up that heart rate. Sit your rear down and lunge. Time is going so quick with these moves today. All right, let's do this bicep curl. So all the way to the shoulder, hold, slow return. Stagger those feet. Let's go. Slow return. This is going to be a real burn for the arms now. The next two moves. That's it. Curl up. Slowly return. Don't let the weights get the better of you. If the dumbbells are dropping with no control, just change to a lighter pair. That's it. You want to be in full control here. Plus, it's actually very dangerous. You could hyperextend your joint or tear a muscle if the dumbbells are pulling you down. That's it, good. Curl up. and curl and slowly return. Okay, now I'm going to give my wrists just a couple of seconds here. We know our triceps are coming up, and then you're into that walkout. Okay. All right, let's go for it. Stick your rear out behind you, hinge at the hips, make sure your legs not too wide. Right, let's kick back. And you've done a great job today. These are great strength moves to really shape and tone our body. As long as you're eating correctly, you're eating whole foods most days of the week, or even every day of the week, your fruits, your vegetables, nuts and seeds, eggs, if you're not vegetarian, nice lean cuts of meat, chicken and fish. And you can have your treat days as well, but just make sure they are treat days. Some people treat themselves way too much. Okay, now, are you ready for this? Okay, we're going out with a bang. Okay, walk it out. Stick that rear out behind you now, so that's like someone pulling a string. Let's go. Use that chair for assistance. Hold for about 3 and then drop to your elbows if that's what you want to do. Or you can just hold plank. Push up. Hold for 3. Good, and drop down. And if you enjoyed today's strength, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Those moves really got me moving, got my muscles moving. So just don't forget to press the thumbs up button below the video here. And a big thank you to everybody who supports the channel by pressing the thumbs up button. I really do appreciate it. Keep breathing throughout. Down onto the elbows. Let's push up. And we'll walk in. And there you go. Big clap to you. Double thumbs up for a wonderful, wonderful workout. All right. Whew. Let's take a moment now to catch our breath. It really does bring your heart rate up when you drop down to the floor. I just need to shake out the shoulders after that last one. You can let me know how you got on with that plank exercise. Always remember, don't get disheartened if you can't do that particular type of exercise. Just start off like using the chair and just walk in and out. Hold your plank on the chair for about 5 seconds, even 10 seconds. Push your chair up against a wall or a door or something that's secure. Otherwise it'll move on you, particularly if it's on a wooden floor. That's it. Again, I'm always trying to find ways to include everybody with the workouts. Well done. Okay, let's stretch out our glutes because I think they worked very hard today. Now there are several options for the number 4 stretch. Okay, I've had a few people ask me to do some upright stretches, so I'm just going to focus on those today. So not going to the floor stretches. So number 4 on the chair, just cross your leg over. I like to lift my heel up off the floor here. I just find it gives me a better stretch. Lean forward slightly. And you should feel a nice pull there on the leg that's crossed over, the opposite leg. Now you can do this down on the floor. I have it in my cool down videos, my longer cool down videos, my dedicated cool downs. And you can also do this standing up. Just for today, I'll do this side seated and the other side standing. That feels really nice, feels good. Okay, and again, it's great for the hips as well. You're really stretching out the groin and the hips there. Now, it's very challenging standing, and you might need to have something beside you just to tip every now and then or to tap it out to regain your balance. Sit down and dropping your hips, trying to keep the chest upright. Drop your hips, good. And this one, again, you can turn your shoe up so you see the underside of your shoe or the sole of your shoe. That's it, good. Oh, it's a lovely stretch there. A little bit more intense standing up. That feels good. And release out of it. And if you find that very intense, just do it for 20 seconds, come out of it and then repeat it all over again. Right, just for time, I'll just show you once. You can pause the video and repeat again if you want. We're just going to stretch the calves. I'm going to just use the chair here as a bit of assistance. And make sure your toes are facing that 12 o'clock position. Push that chair away. Feel a nice stretch in the bottom of your leg into the belly of the muscle there. As the tension wears off, and hopefully it does, you can push the chair away a little bit more, and that'll increase the stretch for you. Or you can step back a little bit more. You could do both. Okay, let's switch around. Be patient when you're stretching. I know we're all in a rush these days, and flexibility is very neglected in a lot of people, but you're leaving out a very important component of fitness if you do not add cool downs to your workouts. So even if you just do 5 minutes and just do it regularly, do 5 days a week, those 5 minutes, they all add up. That's good. Push that chair away and put a bit of pressure down the back of the chair as well, and that really helps to increase the stretch, using a little bit of assistance to stretch your muscles. Good. Now while we have the chair, I'm going to do a nice latissimus dorsi stretch, or your upper back muscles. Step back, lengthen your body, make sure your arms are very long. Drop your head, keep your neck relaxed. Push that chair away. Put a little bit of pressure on the chair as well. If you just pretend you're pressing something down or pressing the chair into the floor, you'll feel the stretch building in your back muscles. That feels really good. And then just release out of it. Okay, let's stretch out the inner thighs. I always like to stretch out my inner thighs. Just lunge to the side. Again, you can hold a chair here out in front if you need assistance. Hold that stretch. Feels good. And then over to the other side. Keep your chest upright somewhat. Lovely. And let's just sway side to side. Now that the legs have been stretched, they're very receptive now to the modified Cossack. You can lift your toe if you want to increase the range of movement there for the hips. Chest stays upright. Good work. And you can repeat this, you can count it in reps if you want, or just do it by timing. Do it for 60 seconds or 20 reps, whatever you prefer. I'm going to say goodbye to you for today. Thank you for joining me. You did a wonderful, wonderful job, and I will see you in the next workout. Take care.